You are looking live from Prairie Grove Tiger Stadium for the home opener night of the Prairie Grove Tigers 2017 football season. They will be facing the Vian Wolverines. I'm Lynn Gregson, and with me my partner Ryan Cook. Ryan, tonight, Tigers open up the season at home after a big win in the Battle of Highway 62.
Can you say that again?
Big win in the Battle of Highway 62.
I just wanted to make sure they heard it. That was Highway 62 battle, big win.
Yeah, my favorite part of the night, honestly. I loved being there. I actually didn't mind announcing outside, but when I heard RTS start, what do you call it?
It's our highway.
But what do you call it when you annex? When they were annexing out there and they were saying it's our highway, I got a little excited about it. No, it was a really good game, and wish Farmington well the balance of their season. They have a tough battle as they battle in the 5A throughout the rest of the year. But tonight, we're home, Prairie Grove, facing a team, Ryan, that they're a 2A in Oklahoma.
Right.
But they're equivalent of probably a 3A here in size. But their first two games would have been victories over size-wise 4A schools in Prairie Grove. Oh, right. In Arkansas, I mean.
Right. In Oklahoma, we said this last year, and I'll repeat myself again, they're like the Charleston of Oklahoma. They are the big-time small school football. They only play usually non-conference bigger schools. They go up conferences there. They go up conferences in Arkansas, and they pride themselves in football. You know, this is a team that's winning 10 games a year, 9 out of the last 10 years. They said that if it's not a 10 to 15 win season, that's either 10 wins or a state championship, it's not success in Vian.
Well, and last year, and we'll get to this a little bit. By the way, we may stop at any time here in a moment. There's going to be a balloon release, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But if we just stop, that's what's happening. But last year, when we went down there, they were having homecoming for us, and we spoiled that homecoming with a 35-14 victory. But that's the only game they lost last year. I think they were probably a little embarrassed till the playoffs. And then they were probably a little embarrassed by that. So this year, I think they're coming down here. They want a little revenge, and they've got the team to be able to come out here and win tonight.
They do. They might have a online quote. They have one of their players. I won't give the name and number yet. We'll wait until we'll see how the game goes. And he said the one game he's looking forward to is Prairie Grove, because they came in here and handed it to us last year on our homecoming. He said, I'm ready to go back and take care of business over there.
Well, and you know what? That's the kind of attitude, if I'm a Vian coach, that's the kind of attitude I want coming in here. I think they took it lightly. Just, you know, I think historically a lot of Oklahoma teams do beat some of the I think like we own the state. But a lot of the Arkansas teams don't always fare well over there. I think they kind of took that for granted. And Prairie Grove came in there last year with just really jumped on them. It was kind of close early, and then we built the lead and were able to preserve the victory. Ryan, we've talked a little bit about Vian, and we'll do that more after the balloon release. What, as we come in, what's the situation injury-wise, player-wise for Prairie Grove?
Everybody seems healthy so far. I haven't seen anything at school that would make you concerned. But again, always we're thin. 38 guys this year, one of our smallest teams in a while. So it's going to be a struggle if anybody gets hurt. So we just need to make sure to stay healthy, and we'll be all right. Definitely going to be all right.
Well, we're going to go to the field now. We're going to do the national anthem and balloon release. And Ryan, you want to talk a little bit about what that's about tonight?
Yeah, this is September. This is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and childhood cancer, you know, a big thing in Prairie Grove throughout the years, but especially the last two with the Jaron Sorters and his battle with cancer and the way he did that, and just to honor him. And also just to raise awareness and raise funds for cancer research. And then now there's the Play for Jaron Foundation, which is giving out scholarships to kids in Jaron's names who are athletes who have adversity, who are academically, who are challenged in academics and then exceed, who are challenged in sports but then exceed, or who have some life adversity and then exceed. So really neat thing here for Jaron, and just to do in his memory.
All right, well, we're going to go to the PA announcer, and we'll go from there.
The month of September has been dedicated to those who fought and are battling childhood cancer. Because September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, we commemorate young men and women like Jaron Sorters that so valiantly fought the good fight and showed true bravery in the times of darkness. Tonight we stand with families in the battle Celebrate with each survivor and honor those taken too soon, because no one fights alone. Please release your balloons. And now, the national anthem, presented to you by the Prairie Grove Tiger.
Ryan, we got about a little over 6.5 minutes for game time. We'll go to commercial here in just a moment. Ryan, you know, it's interesting in the Vian, I don't know how many times we've played them over the years, but I know we haven't played them much. I have documentation of two, one 35-14 and the other one 1965. Wayne Carnahan went down there as part of that team, and he said they went down there and they got beat 48-6. And he told me, he said, we went down there and a kid called for a fair catch on the punt and they just drilled him and they didn't call it. And he said, he didn't call penalty. And the kid said, hey, I called a fair catch. He says, we don't have fair catches in Oklahoma. It was a good story, but we've played them a couple times, and to my knowledge, they've both been down there. So I don't know if they've come here, and if they have, I'll have to find that for our next time. But Ryan, they lost a great starter last year in Toronto. Yeah, well, one in particular, Teron Moses, who now plays for University of Montana.
Right.
And he accounted for over 4,000 yards in 2 seasons of rushing. That's averaging 2,000 a year. Not a bad stat.
Guy, you still remember last year him catching Disney from behind? It's just like, no way.
There's two people who's done that. Him and what's the young man from Warren?
Oh yeah.
His name escapes me. He's going to be playing for the Razorbacks here in a couple of years.
Trayvon.
But they did replace him with a couple of, their running game is coming now from Bodie Van, who in the first game, Bodie had 286 yards on 30 carries. That's almost 10 yards a carry. And 10 yards a carry, when you carry it 4 or 5 times, that means you broke a long. When you do over 30 carries,
right,
you're moving it.
And he was in the backfield last year, giving Moses some spell time and was filling a lot of spots. But he's the feature back this year. He's going to wear, I think, number 5, and he's got moves. Like, Moses got that deadline speed, and he's got jukes. This guy's got a lot of moves, and he's got a little bit more toughness to him that makes him a solid runner.
Well, in addition to Van, their running game's also made up of their quarterback, River Simon. River gained 143 yards, 25 carries in the first game. Last game, he went for 177 yards. Of course, one of those was a 94-yard touchdown scamper, but in their 21-12 victory over Eufaula. So they got the players, and looking at them, they got good size. Tonight, in honor of the Child Cancer Awareness, that we're wearing our yellow jerseys tonight.
That's right.
And so number 11 tonight, Dustin Burton is a captain, DeMarcus Cooper, also number 78, Landon Waldrop, And, of course, number 33, Stone Bryan, are our captains tonight. Across the way, number 88, Christian Christ, is one of the captains for Vian. Javen Wright, number 10.
That's a guy. That's actually Moses' cousin, and he's a solid contributor for him.
And I imagine we'll see him tonight a lot. Also Hayden Parson and number 16, Elijah Chris. So last year we had all of the clouds, right? There was
right.
rain cloud and
gray cloud,
and tonight
Gray Cloud is in the backfield. He kind of platoons with number 5. He's their backup running back. He's a sophomore this year. He wears number 23. You'll see him. He played last year as a freshman, but he will play this year in the backfield as a running back.
And last year was the clouds. This year we got Chris. We got a couple Chris. So
twin brothers.
Well, the captains are going to the field. While they do that, we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll come back for the kickoff of tonight's home opener for Prairie Grove.
Hour, which consists of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we offer Quest and 2240, which is activities for children in junior high. On Sunday evenings, we offer Senior High 2240. In addition, we have adult small groups and men's and women's encounters. We serve our community with the great serve and support of Life Ministries and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we host Upward basketball and cheerleading for kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we will have teams traveling to Haiti and Cambodia, as well as aiding victims of Hurricane Harvey. Join us at PG.
Chevrolet, proud sponsors of Prairie Grove High School athletics, and also proud of their huge inventory, both new or used. You'll find what you're looking for at Everett Chevrolet. Are you looking for the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road? You're looking for the Chevy Silverado, and they've got them. How about the Chevy Camaro? How about the Chevy Corvette? It's all waiting for you at Everett Chevrolet. Family-owned and customer-friendly. Everett Chevrolet, I-49 at Elm Springs Road. Everett Chevrolet says, go Tigers!
David's Roofing and Fencing Incorporated is a locally owned company based in Farmington and has been serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley for 19 years. Call David's Roofing and Fencing Incorporated today for a free roof or fence estimate at 479-846-2113. Again, that's 479-846-2113. David's Roofing and Fencing Incorporated is licensed, bonded, and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, and they proudly support all area sports teams.
Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person with a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Washington County, call Trey Autry at 479-442-4266.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay, we're back. The Tigers have taken the field, and there'll be a couple times tonight, Ryan, we're going to have to look over here and make sure, because we don't have our typical numbers, but I think we'll make it through it. Looks like a junior high game almost with those Tigers. I mean, with those yellow uniforms.
It does. We actually, I think, wore some of those in junior high. But, you know, for the most part, you do have your same number, but when one of them didn't fit or if they didn't have that number, they went ahead and gave someone an alternate number. So we have that list in here, but sometimes it'll take us a minute to look and see who it is.
All right, well, Ryan, Prairie Grove getting ready to receive tonight, and back. Number 20, Garrett Heltemus is back deep. Also, number 19,
Keandre Hobbs.
Keandre.
You can always tell because he's got them white gloves on.
Look, I got them in order over here. Up there, they're not. I can see that too. That'll work. So the Tigers, we got Hobbs, Heltemus,
Watson, and Beeson. 17's Beeson, and 48 is Watson.
17 says Ethan Scales.
Oh yeah, Ethan Skates.
Skates.
I said
Scales.
Beeson. I got
My
Ethan Beeson in class.
fault. I'll tell you what. Now number 10 for number 10, he's bigger than 155. So whatever we have there is.
They may have a number difference there. Nacho was telling me one of the numbers was off.
Chris
he thinks.
Logan is who that one is, I think. But if we're messing up, if anybody's watching for Vian, the roster we have was from Max Brett, was incomplete. We were trying to fill some of that in.
Because number 10 is a big part of their offense and defense, and he's a stud.
And here's the kick. It's a long kick. Wow. Is there a flag down already?
Must have been offsides.
You know what? In my feeling, the game last week, I know that there were flags, but there were just too many penalties last week in the Farmington game. It's been 10 days since we played, Ryan.
You say last week, I feel like it was a month ago. But it was your first game scenario. It was like that the year before, too. It is a rough first game when there's 10 flags on us and 8 flags on them and all the stoppages and over 100 yards of penalties. It makes for a long game.
This roster has a Chris Logan. I can't believe that he's number 10 because they have him at 165. That kid's every bit of 200, maybe 210. There's a long kick again. Going to be fielded by Hobbs at about the 7-yard line. Here comes Hobbs. He's over the 20, 25. He's hit. He's going to be dropped at the 25-yard line. It looks like they're going to give him to the 26, and that's where the Tigers will take over. 1st and 10.
Not a bad return right there by Keandre. He fielded about the 5, gets to the 26. It's about a 21-yard return for Keandre. Anthony Johnson will be one tonight that will stand out as a different number. He usually wears the number 1. He's going to be in 21 tonight. Him and Preston will be in the backfield with John David under center.
Elder does come under center. First play, and there's the give to Anthony Johnson. Johnson cuts up. He's going to stay on his feet. He's going to get about 5 yards, up to about the 31.
That was a good job that time by Joe Reynolds. He had number 10 and was driving him back about 5 yards.
Yeah, they have him now. That's right. It is Chris Logan. They got him at 215. That's right. Well, I just got a text from Mitch Whitehouse, who is watching in Seattle, Washington, with a new
what
did he say? Granddaughter, I think. Grandson.
Boy.
All right, grandson. He's teaching him right at the beginning. Let's see what was the.
That's going to be Preston.
Ryan, that of our offense so far this year that we've seen in the scrimmage, we've seen against Farmington, and again tonight, that's been the tough thing, is right there in the inside.
It has been, and I don't know the answer to it. You know, we've talked about just getting a little bit more push on the interior part of our line, but we're small on the interior of our line. If you look, we have 2 really good-sized tackles, and we have 3 undersized guys in the middle.
He's rolling. There's John David Elder. He's got it. That's Bryant. He's got it. He catches it. Stays in bounds. He's still on his feet at the 46-yard line.
Nice second effort there by Stone.
If we could get that on an instant replay there, if we can. That was an incredible catch and able to stay in bounds, Ryan.
That second effort of staying in bounds and avoiding the tackle. I mean, the guy has him by the back almost and trying to pull him down. He's able to stay in bounds and then pick up another 5 to 6 yards. Great effort by Brian.
And he went up to get it. I love the way he caught it. He caught it with his hand. He went up, got it, grabbed it with his hands. It was a great play. And here we'll have to come back to that one momentarily on the replay. Here's John David Elder, 1st down and 10 at the Wolverine 46. There is, he fakes it. He's got it. He's looking. Oh, he's going to be sacked back in Prairie Grove territory at the 47-yard line.
That's the one thing, I was going to say it before, but now's an appropriate time. Watching the last 2 games is their pass rush. Let's go back to the replay real quick while I'm saying this. Their pass rush, they get to the quarterback really, really well. Now, the problem with that is when they're that aggressive, you see a lot of teams do screens. Look at him tiptoe.
Yeah, he did a good job. And you talk about pressure. John David Elder was under pressure on that throw. So good job by John David on that the play to Bryant, and a good catch. Now he's back again. He's in trouble. He throws it, and he gets it out to Johnson. He's by himself at the 40. He makes a move at the 35. He's at the 30, And he's inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. Good job by John David finding his outlet.
That is a close play right there. That's tough. If you watch right here, John David will get 2 guys in his face, but this is kind of our version of the screen game. We get a guy to kind of squeak out there on almost like a waggle fake, and he does a good job.
Yeah. First down and 10 again now for the Tigers inside the 30. In motion goes Johnson, and he gives it.
That's Bryant.
And that Colin Bryant that time, and Colin picks up about 13. He's inside the Vian 15-yard line at the 14. So first down and 10 for Prairie Grove. Prairie Grove's made some big plays on this drive, Brian, on the long third down and about 6.5. The catch to Stone Bryant. Then the nice little outlet pass there to Johnson after the sack. And now the wingback reversed to Colin Bryant, and the Tigers are knocking on the door.
And I think that's the way kind of Vian's going to live tonight. There's our option. Axel just went ahead and took it. But that's what they're going to live and die by. They love to be aggressive. Vian's front 4 and their linebacking core. They're going to get up the field. They're going to get pressure, which means they're going to get sacks in the backfield. But that screen game, that intermediate game right there, it's open, so we can have some big plays. And if our line does a good job, and that first level, our running back getting to that next level is big. Now, who do they run into? Number 15. Number 15 is the leading tackler the last 2 years as a freshman and sophomore. He's a junior this year. He's still man in the middle.
There's a give again. Preston, give him 6.
That was our replay right there instead of the trap. I know some people are saying, well, that was between the tackles. It is. It's a different play to get Axel the ball, but that one's going to be a little bit wider. That's our replay, and he'll take it for 6.
Thing I like about that with Preston is we've talked about it several times already in the early season. That time we went 12 yards right up the gut there, and the Tigers take the lead 6-0.
That's going to be Mayers kicking the extra point.
Number 86, James Mayers. And the extra point looks like it's going to be good. With 8:14 to go here in the first quarter, the Tigers take it 74 yards for the touchdown. Here is the replay on the touchdown. There it is. Look at the hole there.
Look at Johnson get up there, and he misses it blocked, but he gets just in the way enough that Axel has a place to run there.
And Preston breaks one tackle, gets into the end zone. We'll take a break. The Tigers are up 7-0.
You're listening to a broadcast of the Prairie Grove Tigers at pgtigersonline.com.
James Mayer's getting ready to kick. And there's a good kick.
That's going to be 23. That's
Great
Cloud. We
Cloud.
both wanted to say that. Big,
Wow.
big hit right there. That's number 20, Gavin Heltemus.
Heltemus. He gives Great
And number
Cloud a Great
36.
Cloud.
Yeah.
Wow.
And 36, Harger, both of them on that. I'd take a replay of that, Nacho, if you had it. Didn't have it. All right. We've got him running in about 6 different directions.
Yeah, we got him all over the place tonight.
We'll cut him some slack here at the beginning. Now, by about the third quarter, Nacho, we want that nailed down.
River Simon, the quarterback.
He takes over for Rain Cloud this year.
And there's Great Cloud, and he's up. He gets 5 yards up to the 36-yard line.
River is a number 15. He's a Tim Tebow impersonator. He is a guy who loves that read option. He loves to scramble, and then when he's told to pass, he will. But the guy can run the ball. He's their power back in that 3-back system as far as, they have number 5, they got 23. They're not as big as power backs as 15 is as the quarterback.
And he'll read what we're doing and make those decisions on this option. And now here he is. This time he keeps. And he cuts back. He's hit, and he's going to be dropped.
That's Gunther. Good job by Ethan Gunther right that time. He's holding up his end, and he's able to get the legs. Caswell there too, but Caswell a little undersized. He gets pushed back a little bit, but he's still holding it up to where River doesn't know where to go. And then Bryant from the safety position comes in and just makes sure, with a little nice thud with the pads, that he's going down. But Rivers is not a small guy. What do we have him listed as?
He's
6 foot 210.
Yeah, he's every bit of it. And it's 3rd down and 2. They gave him a good spot on that play, but nonetheless, it's 3rd down and 2. We haven't seen Van carry the ball yet, and this time we do. Bodie Van, he's going to be hit. Second effort gets it. He was hit in the backfield by DeMarcus, but his second effort gets him a 1st down. Great run that time by Bodie Van.
It was tough run because he did. DeMarcus had an arm on him, trying to bring him down while trying to shed a blocker, and then Johnson comes and cleans up the spoils right there. Johnson with a big hit on him, but he's able to pick up the 1st.
I thought we had him stop there, Ryan, because we got him in the backfield. It's not often a guy will break a tackle from DeMarcus, and he did. Like I said, he was being blocked, but good job that time by Van.
I'll give Vian's offensive line this. They blocked for 5 seconds.
And there's another, and they're going to get him.
Gunther and Caswell that time.
So,
both of them on that side have been in 2 of the 3 plays here. That's good.
River Simon, they're going to give him maybe a half a yard on that. It's going to be 2nd down. Let's call it 9.
Gunther and Caswell, both juniors this year, both defensive full-time, offensive backups, and we need them. Big time need them. With only 38 guys this year, that's huge.
Well, Ryan, they've run the ball every time. If they pull up and throw it, we're probably starting to sell out on the run a little bit. Somebody might be wide open. And here is the pitch to Bodie Van. Bodie Van breaks 1 tackle. He's going to be hit, dropped at the 46.
Colin trips him up. Colin Bryant does.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down, long 6. Vian, first offensive possession for them. Prairie Grove drove 74 yards on their first possession. Touchdown by Aaron Preston. 3rd down, long 6 for the Wolverines. They're in an I formation this time, and it is a fake. He's back to pass. He throws, and there's a hold there. You got to throw the flag.
He was holding us just as much as we were holding him.
Our producers are like, let's not do an instant replay on that.
No, we can do a replay. You look, he's arm barring. He initiates the contact with his arm. His stiff arms our player first. Come on, a little faster space here. Going too slow. All right, go back to live action. We'll come back to that in a second.
Do that as a switch.
Over his head.
It's over his head, and now
it's a foot race. He's going to go ahead and go down.
He has to drop it.
He should have tried to pick that up, but he didn't know where anybody was at. No. So good job right there. Look at the field position we've got.
All right, while they do that, let's go back to the incomplete pass, if you got that one.
You watch the top of your screen. The guy takes off right there. Johnson, he bit a little hard, but the ball's underthrown. The guy initiates the contact and starts holding Johnson back. Johnson just returns the favor.
I'm surprised. When you have your arm extended, most times you're going to get called. No call there. So now 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball after the turnover. There's going to be a timeout. And
I am a homer and all, but I'm telling you, when the offensive guy initiates contact and arm bars you, you can't get close to someone and then push off, right?
Right.
So that's in essence what he's doing. He's sticking his arm out. He's stiff-arming the guy before the ball gets there and saying, no, you're not going to get close enough to me to catch this. I'm going to go ahead and hold you off and then get the catch at the last second. That's illegal too.
You're being a homer. I'm trying to be somewhat objective here.
I am a homer, but you can't do that.
Anyway, nonetheless, no call, and then the high snap over the head of Chris Logan gives Prairie Grove excellent field position. Now the Wolverines called that timeout, so the Tigers now reset. This is a big series for Vian defense because if Prairie Grove goes up 2 scores, it's not insurmountable that they couldn't come back, especially this early. But after, last year's game, they wanted to come here. You mentioned on the top, they were looking to this game because it was the one game they lost in regular season.
Well, at number 5, Van, their main running back, he's the one that made the statement, I'm ready. That's the game I look forward to. And, you know, most of the other ones like, one game at a time, coach. But no, not him. Immediately he had an answer when they asked.
And now John David Elder, he's going to give to Anthony Johnson. He's got some room. Johnson, him down to the 3-yard line.
Gray Cloud with a shoestring tackle right there. I really thought Johnson with that cut inside was going to score.
We give him to the 3-yard line. First and goal for the Tigers. Knocking on the door, 11-yard pickup that time for Johnson. Johnson just under 100 yards, I believe, in the game against Farmington. So,
well, and he was out with injury.
And it is a quick slant inside. It's give him 6. Stone Bryant in the end zone pass received from John David Elder, and the Tigers are up 13-0. Give him 6.
Number 86, James Mayers.
Here's the replay here. Quick slant.
He does a good job throwing that ball with a guy in his face.
And now, extra point on the way. 13-0, Tigers in the lead. Here it is. Blocked. Wow, and that is Bodie Van.
5.
Bodie Van, we've called him several times tonight. He makes the block kick. Tigers up 13-0. We'll be back after this.
Everett Chevrolet, proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, is also home to the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road, the Chevy Silverado. And at Everett, they don't just have one or two. They have over 100 on the lot, every option, every color, so go pick yours out today. And at Everett Chevrolet, they're backed by a super service and parts department, champions in their own right. Everett Chevrolet, family-owned, customer-friendly, I-49 at Elm Springs Road. Everett Chevrolet says, go Tigers!
Hi, my name is...
Okay, we're getting ready for the kick.
4:34 left in the first quarter. 13-0 Prairie Grove.
4:34 to go. So the Tigers took the opening kick and then got a break in the special teams game. And the Tigers now in early control. That's Cloud, and he drops it.
He picked it
He's
right back
right
up,
the
and
middle.
there's a
He's going to go. He is going to go all the way, Ryan.
Wow.
He went right up. He went right up the gut, no hesitation whatsoever.
Did Moses show back up and part the Gold Sea? Because there was no one in the middle of the field.
I'll tell you.
It's a Gold Sea tonight.
Yeah, it's a Gold Sea tonight. I was like, wait a
understand.
second. I was like, it's like, you have red before. No, I'm kidding. That was an excellent run and return that time by Bodie Van.
Wow. No, that was great, Cloud.
Oh, did I say? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yep. Cloud, hey, when we get a chance, let's run that replay, Nacho, after the extra point. The reason is I want you to see how it just parted.
How there was nothing in the middle. Boy, that's a
big. There's been.
I think they'll hear about that.
There's 2 big plays in the kicking game. One, a bad snap by them, and now the kickoff return, and it really puts them right back in the game.
Well, yeah, it's pretty much like the last 2 plays didn't happen. It's
Yeah.
a wash.
Yeah.
The only difference is they have a little bit more momentum now. Where they didn't before, they have a little momentum now.
All right, let's go back to the instant replay here. He catches it, I believe, right about the 20-yard line, and that's where we kick it about there, 20 or 22. He dropped it. I thought, okay, we're going to get him. Now watch, right here.
There's no one right now
There's
already.
no one in the middle.
No one in the middle.
And you could see it was
kicker, not
no,
going to happen.
it wasn't going to happen. And the kicker took a bad angle as well. So he goes right up the middle, and the Wolverines now trailing 13-7.
Well,
Ryan, Prairie Grove comes into this game with a 10-game regular season home win streak. These are left over from the last 2 seasons. So, we want to kind of preserve that if all possible.
we got Hobbs, Watson, skates, and Heltemus back deep. Mendoza on the kick.
It's going to be fielded by Hobbs at the 10.
Can he return the favor?
Oh,
it's a fumble.
Bingo! Oh, my gosh.
Spinks may have gotten on that. I don't know.
I think Spinks did, unless somebody took it away from him on the bottom of the pile. Spinks is going to come up with it. But, wow, Hobbs
Spinks.
got hit. That was number 51, Cade Cato.
Hobbs got hit hard. He had a guy holding his arm, kind of slowing him down, and then a guy just laid into him.
It was Cade Cato, 6 foot, 200-pound junior, and a nice hit there. He's playing defensive end now, and he dropped him at the 27-yard line. Tigers start their possession almost same place he did the first one. John David Elder to give, and he fumbles.
Again.
Wow. They were ready for the play. They had 3 guys over there. You mentioned earlier that River Simon has been one of their leading tacklers, their quarterback.
Yeah, and he's a junior this year. I mean, that's the thing. He's been a leading tackler on a big-time football team as a freshman, sophomore, and now a junior, the leading tackle. That's crazy. Now, this year he adds the quarterbacking duties. Last year he was an H-back, so more of one of the guys around the line who's going to do a lot of the blocking and come out for a pass every once in a while. But still, unreal.
5-yard loss on that play. Now John David Elder, he's got pressure quick, and he's got DeMarcus. There's DeMarcus over the 40. He's going to be brought down. That's number 9, Elijah Mendoza, who brings him down. And there's a flag. It's probably going to be hold till it's coming back. You know, on that other play, whenever they got to Johnson, a guy we didn't mention, Nick Hughes for the Wolverines, also in there. So they're bringing the heat.
They do. They live and die by that because they feel like they're going to make some big plays, but they're going to give up some. But they got enough confidence in Cloud and Vaughn and River in their linebacking and backfield and their safety positions that they're willing to live with that.
You realize I think that was a spot foul from where we held, so that one hurts.
It'll be half the distance to the goal, then that'll knock us down to about the 7.
We're at the 7-yard line where it's wow. Let's see. Can I even calculate that? It's second down and
a lot.
30. Second and 30.
Wow. Bryant in motion.
And John David rolls. He's going to throw. There is Bryant.
He's got it. That's Colin.
Colin Bryant stays. You know what? He did a good job of not getting his knees or his elbow down. He picked up a couple extra yards there, and he makes this makeable after the completion.
Nacho, can you replay that one?
We got Nacho
Any play
working
over
today.
10 yards, let's just replay it. Here we go. You see Colin come out. He's got the out route, and then the defensive guy realizes it when it's in the air. Hey, look, brother to brother right there.
Well, what I liked about that play, too, John David Elder put that one on the money.
He did. He did.
Third down, about 4. He's got pressure.
He's going to throw it up to DeMarcus.
Well, if that first one was pass interference by Prairie Grove, we could have got one there, so we're even.
Okay, I was going to ask you about that. Yeah. I didn't want to be the homer here because I felt like it was a jump ball. I really did. So I felt like, anything could happen there. But they did contact him before he touched the ball. But it was kind of a jump ball. I mean, John David Elder did it on purpose. He throws it up in the middle. There's 2 guys on him. It's really not fair that he's put in that position at all. 2 guys, and you throw to that spot on the field. But DeMarcus is one of your big ball catching guys on the team. So I don't know. It was close. It was 4th down, or 3rd down, and it's about 5. So now it's 4th down and 5, and we're going to punt. Man. It'd have been nice.
That would have, I know. And now Vian, after the big kick return, and now
let's kick away from the gray cloud.
And John David Elder, he bobbles it, but he's got some time, and it's going to bounce.
I think
it's
that's
going to take
a good
Prairie Grove bounce there. That actually worked out pretty well for us.
I think so too. I'm okay with that.
Well, with 2:41 to go here in the first quarter, Tigers leading 13-7. And now Vian's going to take over. And Ryan, I like what I see from Prairie Grove right now because I think we're mixing the run and the pass game very well.
And we do. We're the most balanced wing T team anybody's ever seen. I mean, you talk to other people in the state, and they're like, I remember when the wing T was only a run and an occasional tight end dump, or maybe a go every once in a while. They're like, Prairie Grove has that formula now to do both.
And now here is the kid, the Bodie Van. He gets away from one. There's going to be a hold. Another hold. There's 2 holds. Yeah. They're going to get him back there. It's definitely a hold.
Yeah, there was 2 obvious ones. one of them was kind of funny because the jersey's being pulled and you can see Bryant get really frustrated with it. So he just throws the guys down. He's like, no, forget about this. If you're going to hold me, I'm just going to chunk you.
So both teams hurt by penalty. Well, we were hurt by a penalty.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see if they are or not, if they are able to recover from it.
They're not going to be on the 7, but it is going to put them behind the sticks quite a bit.
They're back at their 34-yard line. Again, that's a spot foul, so they must have, or 24-yard line, they held at the 34. So first down 23 for the Wolverines. Ball sitting at their own 24. 2:25 to go here in the first quarter. We've had a lot of action so far. River Simon takes it. He's going to give.
That's number
Logan.
10.
Logan on the carry. He picks up a couple, bring up second down.
That's a win on the defense spot right here. I mean, a guy that size, they do that zone read kind of deal where it's just mush. They kind of get a helmet on a helmet. They get pushed. I don't care how you've got to reach him or whatever. Get some push and then let the running back read it, find the hole, and get through there. It's kind of a zone, like an outside-inside zone read.
Second down, 21. Cloud and Van join Simon in the backfield. He drops straight back, quick. He's in trouble.
Oh.
He gets away, and he's going to
Burton
be hit.
and Spinks.
Spinks comes up.
Gunther.
The thing I like about Spinks, he's not a big guy, but he is not afraid to stick it in there and make a tackle.
You know, again, River, number 15, is their Tebow. You see him getting a little bit of trouble that time. He just tucks the ball and runs. He's a big guy, and he runs well. He had over 100 yards rushing last week.
Caswell comes off limping a little bit.
Well, yeah, he had Hawkins. Hawkins on the tackle kind of went over the running back River, or the quarterback River, and kind of get on his leg a little bit.
3rd and 14 for the Wolverines, and now Simon in trouble. He gets away. Now he's looking.
Burton's got him.
Burton stayed with him. Burton missed him the first time. Simon avoided him the first time. He stuck with it, got him.
You might not have recognized Burton. He usually wears 28 and has a ponytail. Tonight he's wearing 11, and his ponytail must have broke, or his holder must have broke. He's got the
golden locks.
He's got the Goldilocks, hanging out from under the helmet. It blends with his jersey pretty well.
Jake Watson back deep for the Tigers, and Chris Logan to punt. This time, another high snap. He gets it this time. Oh, that was may have gotten a hand on it. I think we got a hand on it. And it takes a Vian bounce. It goes out at the 37-yard line of Prairie Grove.
That was Colin Bryant right there that laid out. If he didn't touch it, he felt it. Puts Prairie Grove in decent field position. We'll be at the 37-yard line. Not quite like the last time when they oversnapped the punter, but we'll take it. We didn't give up any points. We got decent field position. Let's run it right down their throat.
I'd like to score again and I like that two-score lead. Then you can afford to get one of those big plays. 14 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Heltemus and Johnson in the backfield. 3 set, a little bit of movement.
Looked like they being off sides, and Heltemus up the middle. They didn't call that. He's going to get up to the 40-yard line, picks up 3, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, the Prairie Grove Tigers 13, Vian Wolverines 7.
And this is an inside look at Prairie Grove Christian Church. Our services are at 9 and 10:30, and they last a little over an hour, which consists of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we offer Quest and 2240, which is activities for children in junior high. On Sunday evenings, we offer Senior High 2240. In addition, we have adult small groups and men's and women's encounters. We serve our community with the great serve and support of Life Ministries and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we host Upward basketball and cheerleading for kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we will have teams traveling to Haiti and Cambodia, as well as aiding victims of Hurricane Harvey. Join us at PGCC, where our mission statement is love God, love others, and serve others.
Harden's Furniture for Less proudly supports Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Come by and visit our showroom on Highway 62. Harden's Furniture for Less provides the best selection and best prices.
Well, we're back for the second quarter. thought we were about to get a huge break there. I saw where they had spotted it a while ago, but now they got it right. You know, I hear that Icky Labicki Wiki Cheer, that has been around, I know, at least since about 2005. It could be even older. I don't know if it was there whenever you were around.
It
Ryan.
was not. Johnson's
got a hole, and he's over the 50. He breaks. Oh, he's trying to break away, and Rain Cloud brings him down inside the 25 to about the 23. Great job that time. Let's watch this one again.
Nacho's on point this time. He had it before we even asked. Speed her up, Nacho.
Can you go a little quicker there, Nacho? Look at that. There's a big hole there. And there,
good block by DeMarcus that time.
And Cloud just had a good angle on him to start with. We're back to the live action. Let's go back to live.
Burton in motion. Gibbs going to be to Burton on that 49 sweep.
Burton, not much there, a couple of yards.
I like that we change up the sweep sometimes. There is a flag on the play.
Maybe we get a face mask. Oh, sideline warning.
Against Vian.
Against Vian, okay.
Sideline infraction, sideline warning against Vian. So that'll be a warning. That won't cost any yards or anything like that.
But the next one.
The next one.
I think it's 15.
Should be.
I think it's 15. So 1 yard gain that time by Burton brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Tigers. Ball at the Vian 22.
3 set this time. Burton will go out wide one side, Bryant to the other.
And there's the give to Heltemus. Heltemus breaks it through. Give him 6.
Big opening right there. Once he got past the line, see down past the line right here. Watch Big Will Hawkins on the right. He gets his first block. Then you have DeMarcus downfield. That was Waldrop actually the first one. Hawkins and DeMarcus were on the second set.
Ryan, what was really great was the cut he made.
He did.
Because the guy had the angle. I thought the guy was going to make a tackle. Garrett Heltemus makes the nice cut. Almost called him Gavin. Garrett Heltemus makes the nice cut, and the Tigers go in. They're going to go for 2 this time, up 19-7.
We got to get that last 2-point conversion back. That bothers us a little bit.
We need to get at this. I mean, these guys aren't going away tonight. I
No.
can tell there's a fight in this Vian team, and they're a proud team. And
we'll go twins to both sides, shotgun.
And there is going to be a flag. It's going to be against Prairie Grove if it's that quick. Probably.
Oh, man, really? I wasn't even watching.
Wow. That didn't, man, that was.
We're going to stay with the same play. Again, they'll go twins to both sides. DeMarcus and Burton to this near side. Lane Dobbs and Bryant to the far side. John David in the shotgun.
And now John David rolling, looking, throws. He's got his man, and DeMarcus got it.
Nice move right there.
Nice pass, nice catch, and the Tigers get the 2 points. It's 21.
It's the goal line here. He's on the far or the nearest side and then comes back. You miss him in his cut back, but when he cuts back, he's able to shake the defender. And then John David throws it a little bit high, but luckily DeMarcus, with his athleticism, jumps up and gets it almost in a little Dylan Sainer type action right there and catches it right at the goal line.
21-7 now for the Tigers. John Mayer getting ready to kick. 10:54 to go here in the first half. And Ryan, both teams have, let's see, Vian's punted twice. Well, they actually punted once. One time it went over. They lined up a couple times.
I like the way we're playing. You know, we're being consistent. We're running the ball. We're sticking with it, and then we're sprinkling in our passing in the appropriate times and appropriate places. And John David's on the money tonight. We probably don't give him enough props. He's running things to perfection.
There's a kick. It's going to be a short kick, going to be fielded just about 25. And it was attacked there. That was number 20, Javen Wright.
That's Moses's cousin right there. He's a freshman.
It's a good thing he's not quite as fast as his cousin. He's going to spot him right at the 40-yard line, and that's where the Wolverines will take over. That was a short kick that time by Mayers.
You say that, but it went to the 25. I mean, usually he's at the 20. The good thing about that one is the hang time. It allowed us to get down there and get in position. I'll give up 5 for a tackle.
And quick out. We don't see a lot of passing on first down from the Wolverines, and it works for him that time. Completed pass number 8, Christian Christ, and Chris gets it into Prairie Grove territory. Ryan.
You don't see a lot of passing from them at all, but if you do, it's usually either the really, really quick out like that, or it's a straight down the field. They're going to throw it up and beg their guy to go run underneath it. You don't see a lot of the intermediate game from them.
First down and 10 for the Wolverines at the Prairie Grove 49. 10:42 to go here in the first half. There's the give to Van. He is hit
John
in the
Dave's
back,
right there, but he breaks free.
but he didn't break free the second time. Let's see.
Not when there's 8 gold jerseys in that second wave. He's not going to get past them.
Nice job that time by the Tigers to get
Good job by
Bodie
John
Van.
David out there. You know, they're our starting quarterback. Most starting quarterbacks don't play much defense. He's coming in and giving a spell. Caswell was hurt, and Big Will rolled over on his leg on one of the tackles. So, you know, John David stepped right in there, and look, first play out, and he's in the backfield.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me tonight, Ryan. We didn't talk about the rest of the conference at the start. P. Ridge is off tonight after playing 2 games in about 5 days, or 4 days, I guess. Wouldn't surprise me if we did a little searching. We might see a couple P. Ridge coaches around here tonight. And there is
straight draw that time for the quarterback, River. He takes the snap and straight. I mean, he didn't even look to do anything else. You know, Tebow, he might have actually like pumped it a little bit just to make it look like a pass. River said, nah, I don't even need that pump fake. Straight down the middle.
3rd down and 10 now for the Wolverines. You know, I don't know for sure if Tim Tebow is a hero of his, but I think wearing 15, that somewhere in his room there's a photo, I bet you, because he even looks like him a little bit on the field. 3rd down and 10, and now it's
another straight run,
and he's hit. He's going to be dropped. Maybe I don't think he's going to get a
Gunther,
even yard.
DeMarcus, Burton, all of them right there.
There's Burton. He's got to come off the field. I think Spinks lowered his head, got in there too. Excellent job by the Tigers, and that's going to bring up I think it's going to be a punting down, yes.
Is that Fabio running off for the Tigers? No, that's Dustin Burton. I call him the big ugly all the time.
I know this is bad. So you're giving him some love by calling him Fabio. I can tell you this, these guys running the background, they don't know who Fabio is. I saw him in the airport one time.
Really?
I did. Yeah, he was. I can't even say what he was doing.
He's probably not as pretty in person, is he? Not as much Photoshop in there.
No, but let's just say he had a friend with him. We'll leave it there. 8:53 to go here in the first half.
21-7, Prairie Grove.
They're going to back it up to 9:03 on the clock.
I probably distracted the timekeeper over
by
here.
By calling him Fabio?
By talking about Fabio. He's old enough to know.
All right. Wow, that was close. I'll tell you what, we need to send a house on that punt. Ryan, we've come close now. They've had a bad snap. Every snap there's not been a good snap yet.
Right. And the thing is, the guy does a good job snapping as far as the speed and the velocity on the ball. It's a little high.
You know, we actually had a Prairie Grove graduate be a long snapper in college, David Lehman.
Yeah.
Went up to Missouri, or one of the schools in Missouri, and was a long snapper.
Hey, we have a guy from Fort Smith that's made an NFL career out of it from Fort Smith. His name's Good. Brett Good plays for the Packers. Under center, John David will take the snap, drops back, looks
He's
to
got
pass.
time, and he's got – whoa. Now this time we're going to get the pass interference.
And see, on that one, I feel like that's a little unfair when the ball's underthrown just a hair, because it was. Now, the difference is the defensive guy never turned his head and made a play on the ball. But there's talk where they don't have to as much anymore. That rule's kind of going away where they don't have to necessarily look. They just can't make contact. Well, he didn't look, and he did make a little contact, but the ball's a little underthrown. I don't like that call.
Wow.
There's a non-homer opinion for you. From a homer.
No, you know, we get the first down there with the penalty at the 39-yard line. John David Elder had a little time. That's probably the most time he's had on a throw tonight.
It was almost like he wanted to make sure the touch was there that time, and it kind of just a little underthrown.
I formation this time, and it gives to
Johnson.
He breaks one tackle, breaks a second one. The third guy finally brings him down. That was Whit Fletcher along with Bodie Van. And that gets us 5 yards. You know what? That was almost a nothing play. Got us 5 yards.
It was. I mean, Johnson's such a tough runner, man.
Does that bother you?
It is. There's a sandwich in front of me here. It's tempting me. McKay, be a good guy. Will you set that down there for me? McKay's in here. Love that guy. Appreciate you.
You give McKay that sandwich, it's not going to be here much longer.
Well, that's the problem with it sitting in front of me. Bryant in motion. His give's going to be to Bryant on a 49 sweep, but he's met at the line.
Yeah, they're going to give him forward progress up to the 45, but I don't know if he ever reached 45-yard line. And the refs are stopping the clock.
His helmet came off, so they want him to leave the field.
So Colin Bryant picks up a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 for the Tigers. You know, a drive right here, Ryan, if we can find a way to get it in the end zone and get up 3 scores, really with a team that doesn't throw the ball a lot, really puts them under a lot of pressure.
It does. It does. And they don't like to throw. They want to be physical. Their whole summer offensive program or offseason program was get stronger and let's run the ball down people's throats.
Oh, man, John David Elder in trouble, gets it away to DeMar. What a catch by DeMarcus Cooper. Oh, yeah.
Out that time by Marcus.
Let's watch this one. Can you stop just a tad? Not here he comes.
And we got it. We're got 2 receivers over him on his side, so they kind of run off the deep guys.
Look at him lay out. The big man lays out. And I'll tell you, John David Elder, give him credit because he had Chris Logan right in his face.
He did. And I'm telling you, they send their guys every time. They're very aggressive.
1st down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball at the Wolverine 48. And now the give is to Preston. He's up the middle. There goes Preston. He's down to the 30-yard line. Now that middle gets open up 4th round, that gets me excited.
That was our option play right there. And he to Preston. I almost thought Preston's got that second burst, but right there you have Gray Cloud and Vaughn, or Van, whatever you want to call him. And so I'm waiting for that second burst, and then I realize that dude's protecting the ball. He made sure there's not a turnover there, so I'm okay with that. But, dude, he's got wheels. Sometimes he just turns it in to a whole nother level.
He's protecting, not quite the Matthew Golden protection, but remember Golden would wrap that thing up.
And Kyle Sam, too, both of those guys.
Yeah, Kyle Sam, he always had 2 hands on the ball. There is Preston again, right up the middle.
Hawkins going to push him forward. Looks like Ragnar for the Hogs right there.
I think Hawkins may have tackled him. Hawkins, how much does he outweigh him?
Oh.
At least
200 pounds.
At least 200, 250 maybe?
175, 200 pounds.
Let's see, Hawkins what?
And we'll say Preston weighs about 135, 150, somewhere in that ballpark.
So Hawkins is right.
We won't do that.
Yeah. It's close to 2. Yeah. Hawkins is a big man.
He is. He looks good too as a football player.
Moving really well. 2nd down. It moves well for a big man. 2nd down and 5. Quick pitch out to Johnson. He eludes one tackler, stays on his feet. He's going to get close to the first. He's going to be a little short. He did a good job of eluding that first tackler.
Well, the fact that he just drags 2 more of them down with him, I mean, it's impressive. Spinks will run the play out.
3rd down. Let's call it 3rd and 3 for the Tigers. We're in 4-down territory here. 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the first half, and there is the give to Johnson. He's staying, but he's not gonna get.
He missed the seam that time. It wasn't quite open yet, but it was there. It was developing. DeMarcus is trying to kick his guy out. The seam's there. He tries to bounce outside, and it just wasn't there. Everybody released that was going that way.
Yeah, and a good defensive play that time by Wolverines. So they're gonna bring up 4th down and 5 for the Tigers. And the Wolverines, they know they have to stop Prairie Grove here.
Shotgun. You got to think DeMarcus over here on Mendoza. That's got to be where you're going.
You like that sink?
Oh,
we moved.
Give it. No.
We moved.
No, I think he jumped.
Well, if he jumped, they should let the play run. That's why I'm saying we moved, I believe.
Oh, okay. I mean, he was all the way across the line.
Oh. I thought they were supposed to let that go.
And it's weird. I never know what they're doing there. You know, offsides they let run, but encroachment means that you've made contact or you've gotten into the play, and they do call it dead. But it's so weird because you think, let them have the free play. I don't see why you would stop that unless they just knock somebody down. This time we'll go in our upset with Johnson in motion. It looked like we moved that time, but we had the first, so.
It is a first down.
That will be a false start, so that'll be a loss of 5. That'll put us at 1st and 15.
Well, it's 1st and 15. That's a lot, but actually I like that better than 4th and 5. So we'll take 1st and 15. 4:10 to go here in the first half. Tigers. John David Elder, he pumps, so you got to get rid of it. Throws it across the middle.
That was dangerous. He had Johnson wide open right there. I kind of wish he had flicked it out to him, but he was looking.
He's going to have to come out because the helmet came off.
The Skates will come in, number 17, Ethan Skates, a junior.
So number 17, Ethan Skates, going to take a snap. This will be a handoff to Preston or to, I believe it'll be a handoff to Preston or to Johnson.
I believe so too. Now Skates has got a gun. He can throw it, but you don't want to put a guy in that situation coming right into the game. But it's 2nd and long.
And it's a wing-back reverse.
Good job by number 61 on Vian's team that time.
That's Bobby Risley.
He was in the backfield following Colin Bryant, and Bryant just not able to break away. There's a lot of traffic there. He's looking for a spot to take off running, and he's not able to because that 61's right on his tail.
Well, we got 2 downs to pick up about 17 yards here. So I would
John David's back in. We'll throw this time.
We got 2 downs to throw. We don't have to pick it up all in one.
Again, I would love to see. They love the screen game. The other teams that have played them have loved those screens. Let everybody take off and get a guy like Axel or Johnson, you know, back here in the backfield and let them run. Look at that.
John David Elder eludes the tackle, and it's picked off.
Vaughn. Bryant's got him.
Bryant gets him, but John David Elder, I'm okay with the pass there, but he had all day to run. I would have maybe liked to see him run there.
And that's what I'm saying. They're so aggressive. Preston could have snuck out in the flat right there. He was wide open. John David able to sneak up through the middle.
Look at that. Right.
There's
they had
yards. Yeah, maybe not so much.
Maybe not as much as I thought originally. Well, that's a big play.
But you don't know what happens when he gets to that next level. He may be able to get more than what we're thinking. But still, it's a good pass play. You know, it's 4th down. You want something to happen there.
There's an I formation pitch out to Van. Van's dropped in the backfield.
That's Bryant.
Colin Bryant gets him back, 5-yard loss. Ryan, this is a big defensive series for Prairie Grove, and this is why. There's 3 minutes left to go here in the first half. Vian gets the ball to start the second half. If Vian scores here, they get the ball. They're right back in it, possibly early in the 3rd quarter. And holding Prairie Grove out of the end zone there on the interception really was helpful for the Wolverines. Now Prairie Grove comes up with a big defensive play on the first play of this series. They lose about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Well,
they're back
keep
in
them
their
behind the chains.
They're back to pass. Little out, and it's incomplete. He did, yep, good thing there. And that was
Johnson.
Anthony Johnson on the coverage of.
He was beat as far as coverage, but he was going to make the tackle, and luckily number 10, the guy that we had the wrong number-name combination, he bobbles the ball a little bit and drops it.
That's Chris Logan, and Logan just couldn't come up with it. Now it's 3rd down long, 2:30 to go here in the first half. Vian's got 2 timeouts. Prairie Grove has 3.
Which, you know, if we knew we were going to get the ball back.
Well, if you stop them here and the clock's running, I say you call a timeout.
I think so too.
High snap, quick throw.
It's Gray Cloud. He's going to slide down, and Spinks got him.
Man, I love the way Spinks plays. Spinks, I'm telling you, Spinks, we got enlisted at 138.
This is where I take that timeout at probably, but we're not going to, and that's fine. That's fine. We'll have 3 for our offensive series here so that we can run the ball and it not be a problem.
They got him listed at 138.
Spinks? Oh, yeah. I'm going to put him at a $145, and still that's small for an inside linebacker.
I would be surprised if it's that. But he's aggressive, and that's what he's got a heart.
Are we going to send everybody this time?
No, we're going to try to get a decent return, but it's a nice punt this time. Oh, good thing it just kind of stopped. So Prairie Grove's going to get it with 1:48 to go here in the first half. They're going to get it at their own 47. We got time to score here, Ryan.
We do. We got 1:48. We got 3 timeouts, and we've got a powerful, explosive offense. The problem is we're not having a lot of time to set up in our throws. There's a lot of stuff going on in the backfield. Again, I wish we could see one of those delay handoffs, delay screens, whatever, something to allow the defensive line to get upfield and get on the edges a little bit and then bust it right up the middle or bust it out in the flat. I want to see someone sneak out of the backfield and get that done. We'll go on a 3-set. Burton will be out wide to one side.
And John David hands it right up the middle. That's Heltemus.
There is a flag.
Heltemus powers his way for first down. Where do you see the flag?
It was right here on the sideline.
Oh, good night.
I think they're going to say Burton wasn't set. But he was running straight out, which is okay.
Oh, what's the sideline warning?
Oh, okay, so both teams got a warning.
Wow.
That's a
big
play
break.
to race.
All right, they're going to start running the clock here. We got to be paying attention to the clock right now.
You don't want to leave enough time for them to be able to do anything because they still have 2 timeouts. But you want to be aggressive enough to score and trust that your defense could play for a play or two.
You can't take this timeout to the second half. That's my thoughts. Another handoff to Heltemus. This time they got him. And
now I would call a timeout.
Let's go, Coach. It's still running right now.
It is.
Absher called this one. I don't know what it was, but Absher called it. Man, we're down to a minute.
We'll have twins to the far side. John David under center.
He's back. He's got somebody on the backside. He gets away from it. Oh.
And it was there.
Well, I tell you what, Logan is in there almost every time.
Gray cloud on the coverage.
Well,
is that a weather forecast?
He had Brian. It just overthrew him that time.
He did.
It's 3rd down and 10. 47 seconds.
Shrum and Johnson to the far side. DeMarcus and Burton to the near.
It's quick. It's a screen.
There's
they set it up, and there it is. He breaks one tackle and gets away. There's Heltemus inside the 20. He's still on his feet. Heltemus still on his feet inside the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Timeout. Get a timeout. Get a timeout. Let's go. Well, I guess they got to stop the clock to set the chains anyways.
He made a good move to avoid the first tackler. That was key.
I've been wanting that one. I've been begging for it.
All right, it's 1st and goal from the 6.
John David under center, base formation.
And there he is
going
to
be
give Johnson. Johnson, give him 6. Give him 6. Anthony Johnson in the end zone. 26 seconds to go. Tigers up 27-7.
That's the way you want to end the first half right here.
Okay,
play for Nacho.
Now watch this first guy. He makes him miss. Big play there. And then Heltemus is strong. Look at this. Look at this. He just breaking and rumbling and tumbling. He just goes.
We have some guys out there. They weren't even necessarily making the block that they should. They're really just kind of running and getting in the way. Heltemus reads them and is able to get all the way to the. We're going to go back here.
Going for 2. John David Elder. He's in trouble. He breaks away. He's got time to throw. Overthrows DeMarcus.
Off since he's had his helmet ripped.
Here's the touchdown, and there's Johnson. We got it just outside the camera range. Well, with 26 seconds to go, the Tigers up 27-7 back after this.
It's in Northwest Arkansas. Tell us you saw it on PG Tigers Online. Go Tigers!
James Mayers back to kick once again.
That's a good, smart move that time. And that's right.
Caswell on the tackle that time, and number 30, Trevor King.
22 seconds to go here.
Come on, defense. Very importante that you keep them.
Keep them in front of you here, because you go in with 3 scores with a team that's primarily a run team. I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with Chris Lowe. I'm impressed with their guys. I mean, I know we got a 3-touchdown lead.
Nice. Caswell and Gunther meet in the backfield from opposite sides and get the tackle for loss.
Excellent job that time by Gunther and Caswell. And again,
those guys are having a big night.
Yeah, they are. And those guys aren't that big.
Comparatively, they're not.
Yeah.
I mean, you look
well,
across
Gunther's
the
not
field.
Gunther's a decent-sized kid. That's going to do it.
But he don't look like those guys on the other side of the field. He doesn't.
Yeah. Well, that's going to do it for the first half. After one half of play, Prairie Grove leads 27-7. What I was going to say there just before the tackle was I've been really, really impressed with their fight and their guys. They're good. I know we're up 3 touchdowns, but they're a good football team.
They are. They look the part.
Yeah.
The execution is just a hair off for them last year and this year both. But I'm telling you, they're big-time football.
Well, we say that, and I'm sitting here kind of trying to show them a little bit of love, and then I look at the stats. And when you look at the stats, total offense for Prairie Grove, 281, Vian at 29.
That can't be. That's unreal. You would not think so.
141 passing for Prairie Grove, 140 rushing. Can you get any more balanced than that?
I'm looking at their numbers, and it just seems unreal. I mean, our defense is studly.
And, they played excellent tonight. There wasn't really well, there was one turnover by us. We threw an interception close to the goal line. They've had they didn't have a turnover, but you might as well call it a turnover whenever they had the snap that went high. It was on a 4th down play. For Prairie Grove, 8 of 12 is John David Elder, 141, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Anthony Johnson, 8 carries, 58 yards, 7.3 average. Preston, 5 carries. Aaron Preston, 5 carries, 37 yards, 7.4 average, and a touchdown. Johnson has a touchdown. John David threw a touchdown pass. Garrett Heltemus, 4 carries, 37 yards, 9.3 yards a carry, 1 touchdown. And Stone Bryant also has a TD pass. Receptions, Heltemus 1 for 35, Stone Bryant 2 for 28, DeMarcus 2 for 27, Colin Bryant 2 for 26, Anthony Johnson 1 for 25. We're going to go to the field here with the
dance team.
Dance team. We're going to let them do the dance and let you watch the halftime festivities with the band.
We present this year the first part of our show entitled Through the
a new dimension in sound and sight for us. I hope you enjoy it. Drum major, Autumn Benedict, is your band ready? You may take the wheel.
2.5 million years ago, life on planet Earth faced the dawn of a new era, the Ice Age. After the fall of ancient Rome, before the birth of the Renaissance, there was the Dark Ages.
Prairie Grove High School Marching Band. Thank you for your kind attention.